asemu eda ho eye miensa nkoma me no obedi. Number 1, ye ko holiday ni medinka yi wasutre se ye ne Anas are eme ya Anas abrantie bia na ono so ka ho mo ye adwuma serious no mo na ekọ Dubai ne ade na ono ye di nkomo bia sa nkomo no emu ohu pa yi. I'm telling you. Sorry, 1 hour 7 minutes interview. Na obeti mu nsema na dwi. Na ekwan a Tiger faso ye omedwuma no. Media and say I was just asking him questions. That's my job. I interrogate, I probe, I ask questions. On what can ensema obeti bi. Na we hu said ye edwumaku no a eye Tiger eye no a na minu mienu na yesusu se wo mo beboa ma omen egine yie katase show den yo be kofomo sahino se den no ni na no edwumaku yi eboa no ye nua areme ya nso ka ho ma ya boa no ni na ne kosi se no company no a ode ye edwuma no ni fuma ene wo mususua na wo botaye ejira henfa well wachirechere ni na mu ehu pa ye quite scary though. Great, still on the bill. Ghana police for atonkra afre ora Kennedy Agyapong na brantie bi say wo mu hia no ene ne di nkomo last week. Now last week ene omo tonkra no ene ora no call police headquarters ene omo ne ko di nkomo ye monitor bibia course bia no edapono so ha bibie mu nsem a kire mu. Still on the bill no Chief Justice Her Ladyship Mame Gertrude Tokono Oman Penisi Onfa Nejuma Enyeden and Toho. Now the president is coming against the backdrop of this constitutional article 146, of course, that empowers the president to exercise this jurisdiction. However, question remains what is wrong with MPP and NDC4? Tonight, the build-up of the Chief Justice ehonsem the bema mo anadwi emu odin untimi nko ba bia kyerese anadwi ahaya meken ya top no mu edidi ewia pe ba bi tena wo living room wo ana so say living room ana say bedroom ana himfon me ye medi nkomo fefe kama. We play you tonight an exclusive interview with a man who worked close with Tiger and does a lot of things for Tiger machinery. Well, my employee, no, he was with them very close, and every movement of Tiger, no, bought tickets near there. No, when him say Tiger 4%, one more entrapy obia, or only a friend no we try tickets. Edi ameni panano ni panaba, including the Tiger Agyapong nankasa. Nansemben enu rei. How close eno oba Tiger Agyapong ma obehu sa nsem we nyaya one ye ba be cha na dwe. E pese we tie interview na we tie ni papa. Take a listen to this guy. Name will tell yentimi money danger. Listen to this.
Here in this secret hideout to speak to one of the confidant of the man who called himself the ace investigative journalist, Anas Anas, who until recently has come under avalanche of attacks, criticisms, his modus operandi, his methodology, and all the issues and the brouhaha, particularly the recent investigation he did on Ghana Football Association, that he calls it the number 12, brought about all this confusion about Anas Anas and other people. Anas Anas have affected negatively. So, yabasi ane confidanti edinkomo no my a little profile of how Udinim Anas from days he worked with him basi ene ayeneno ekasa. For security reasons, yebemano Kofi na yebisa Kofi all that he knows about what is going on. Kofi Mwakwa. Now what to say?
Yeah, me I don't boko.
Kofi, me sure say one anazare me yo anas anante kakra.
Me pacha.
What na ni fie nso be pen?
My trying to feed.
I see. Now, until recently, and again, let's also put on record, say, who you be you are a security trained person, security intelligence, correct?
Yeah, my security intelligence, yeah, we need be an antipe.
Okay, yeah, person will be disclosed, baby, we man, but it's also on it's also information and as well say, why you will Dubai with other security companies with Dubai and Nasifo. Is that correct?
Yeah, me pacho many security companies are Dubai and I'm here Juma and companies are share among for so and for security purposely. Yeah.
As a security supervisor or kind of
as a camps security supervisor and I'm a general security supervisor. Yeah, over camps and over banks so that.
I see. Kofi, you can't answer me on us when in the Nancy. So would be whom ne investigative Jumoye and Nasafwa. How did you get to meet him till this day?
Let me say, Nas I remember on us. Me motif unti no me kano twi kakra na me de brofo so abem se obi abenya de me kan yi me hu anasa remeyao 2007 and na mobi so na me hu anasa remeyao.
Okay,
but yem fan say anasa remeyao me no per se enshia because now me work it through somebody.
I see.
But any panel there, any panel so it will be a no ben the pan and now pa.
It just says any panel so any confidant, correct?
Any panel so any confidant as any pan the okasi ingu okase anasi nyina anasi de age na. Nti we nye bosrim kasim bia ya de me hu ena minim ena me ankasa meni ehu na me se Ghana fu hu no me bia minimfa papa no se Ghana fo yembie yeni a ensema ebeba no ana de papa no ebeye no ebetom rebi no Ghana obi anya baby nyina
denti na ma wo kasa
me ka asemo ejina no ma bebre so se wi ase yesi se oma oyonko ayde entwankwa ozu yede untwenru we asama me ni minua anan eken enye se obi na ha me se menka ana se obi na afa me se menka na yese se yede yew na anya yede yewa ne se anya wo ya se nya wo faye ana se un se unua abobe se hia no senso ayde ese udua ho enra ne ye good scam for adechie judges ene GFA echina ebeye police anase ebeye ifo custom for bim anase ebeye adroba for men can say anasa reme yawo me titu de se me kata mani kura na sana ase twema me hu sana ase mekwe.
I see.
Because minimanas per se ankasa se kasa obi oni manasa minimanas pa na eno me bia mi hu na meti no na me hu se no se de minim no meto so man dane dia ana se ma mani pe bia omoso antia enhu a na se like yes is a conforce on my baba otimubi men can say me mati GFA say means me will be am football there o mo nimi de hom say football there me ni football ho kra na and some by you know you fan say me di e kakra but me dey china me te ensem bebre amanfo allege ebi so criticize na adwuma oyɛ na adwuma no oyɛ no emfa kwan mu en na adwuma no oyɛ no eno ma ode ye say ebi say entrapment ebi say wahyehyɛ amanfo na discussion mu na odada wo mu na yisay but me nua Ghana for ene day mema enipa bi ehunu kure bi enoma bi e wa na ase ho tin se enipa no se oka na asema na ebi mu gina baabi na yedi watem ebi mu gina baabi na ye ka die enim because no onim de enipa no do timi ye
eya woti bi se enipa ne bi no defend ne nioma bi a ye question ne nioma na woti bi a ye wo se nkrofo nim no mu nim tina ma mu defend anase because earlier na me no di nkom no say na nipa bebre o mo ye osre
oh masre masre because Ghana for me fan say 80% mpanifo akese bebre o mu nim enipa na efe na nasa arme ya onisu omu nim enome bia oye ansa no de say video na dey ababonten omu nim enome bia okohye baabi eye anase enipa bia obo mo pa mo ye no ma bi ansa na sa mfoni ni a yebe yi no obi premier no national theatre no ema mo hwe no mu nim baabi e free ba senka mu nim baabi e kwan ofa so a wo ya eba minia na ka wote ho anka wasebe fem said the papa we pa ye na dwuma enye se ekura na wodinam ekokoto wo so wonwi o woni se ekura openam wodinam koto so wonwi me no investigation adwuma no miminim bibere but se wo hwe se de Ghana for ka any the way a normal na gemi bese mi sini pipa ma Ghana for TCC and say anasa reme ya on ankasa na efuna lasa reme ya no se kan obi a ye ka se wo ye wudini pa a onye obi kunu onye obi obetime dine wo ya anasa reme ya me de mehu won ho ene de mehu enye se de obi aka kire mi ho de mi mehu me di mani feedi we enhu ene de me de maso we ate no akasa anum ene no ma bia me ne na hia edi nkomo ene ne me de ho ye de ehun se de otie onua anasa reme ya wagu Ghana for no mase adwuma waye adwuma waye bi na de waye no so no a won fa maye no so no eno so edie na amane famba ene de bia me bisa me ho no because and no maybe or why but am I
good the beya Ghana for betimi ehun said they are working no cre pa na workan ye be say o man specifics bi a wo mu nipa bi din na emum obeda asem bi hu adi na wa bue hu ntama kakra na nipa no wotie o ne hu say wonim de workan judge's investigation oye ebe pie mu say yes oje bribe wo judges and investigations them minim se unim se eyenokre na se enokra se sika no oje no ode ye den ena why na se sika no osman ma ne koje umo nipa ne din a din ne betime hu se se nipa no no utia wo hu se eyenokre
de minim fa judges ho se anasa reme yawo judges investigation we no enye ni nyina no de babonten oji ebi musika I can say with authority say oji ebi musika a me mani ehu bisi ene sika no so no enyo ne kwaji sika no eye ne hu nipa ne nkwala ni bi taga i4 taga p ehu nipa ana anas direct ne man kwaji sika no ne sika no okoje ye no anas kire ne de on fa sika no de enye because I didn't know to change don't face can if he say at time any panic or giscano. Say any panosono or giscano, not anas, that not anas etuquine, equi program or outside. Into or giscano, anas a chain the office scan ye, anas a chain is office scan ye day, and to fee. Am I dying? Boss, Mina wonim ana mina Ghana for wonim in chantro me obusuan for Ghana ena me wona for so Ghana ena Ghana yedie ena ina yepe enya bakofo butom na se bakofo yede eyedie so obeye adwuma na odi be hye obutom ana se wo de ebesisi wo ho na wa odi dream wa wo se wo ye dream no wo de wo ye dream ni kase en ne tafu echen omukura amye de omu amagye 20 Ghana saa sika we no judges for na yan from diama no sika no anase de sika bi to no so omu tue sika no
asi
obi kwaji sika no enipa no kwaji sika no for security reason I will keep his name okwaji sika no wiye no anase chere se onfa sika no ento dan edan no metima pacify edan ha dan no okoto dan no wa
eno de yebetimi akire tie for no se dan no sa location
oh yebetimi akire location no
kire bibia location
yem fani se onam be ti se ajinga no ho ajinga no ho sa no aba betie sima no be zoom line ho no sa area ho no me kan we ya anas no o mi dia me ba kire
se fie ni sisa ho no
zoom ha zoom line
se fie no ono na etim sisi ana hwanim na ewo mu
efie no de me ya me investigation ho no efie no odemahan na odemahan na han ko sa ade man kra no efie no eno bebre ho electricity be crap no problem ho
I see
yen omu electricity be
wow
onim anas titru anka senim say yen electricity be ofie
onim say fie ho
bi pa che onim because ni huni pa yede etifie ho na dwuma efo bi yede etifie obi onim say yen electricity be onim pa onim
unya access time be ewura fie ho wako fie ho pen
efie ho de minim fie ho pa minim fie ho sane de o ka se me fa onko ho em de sem se investigation meeting do akofie ho minim fie ho nim fie ho enim se de fie ho tin na
I see minim se metimi ebisa ozade so now fast forward utra Dubai kakra time omo bowura Dubai honom omo befa nkrofo bebre as part of woman nkrofo mbese omo use de interpret languages and famom in most of the videos metimi aka chireti was oboa emom interpreters ni bi ni ade
we dey say ade dada which is April Muna they were started and things enam edua so na ahoma so na edua ehusuro yeah nti I think say anas hunipa eni medi nkomo nti ma me so no enam se Dubai ni medi mamfo nti no amatena so da no me so no enam me nipa
in for particular na utra wo Dubai
Dera
into hotel na wo mo ko setting microphone app on unim za hotel
yeah minim hotel ni na hotel ho do be 3 minim ni na yeah minim na
and unya so sometime be e bit me aka say uko sa hotel room ho ekoto wo mo ho
me call most at times no baby a mitimi ekopa no first April no hotel ho de baby a na omo cameras no 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 na mo bi so me hu one day me ko hotel room ankasa me ko pa me ko hu no ma
and I was stay woman by so by mom interpreters ni bi ni ade
yeah
meaning say one person be ko ho but
ko na as a
who reveal more
identity be as
I understand
identity.
Okay, but bibi so course ho a pese hu sa Sheikh Altania ono so woman ni use no de set yan teach happy yenim from reliable source and to kwabi pai wo obetimi amatie fo nya sa ntokwa no mu ensem the course between the Sheikh Altani and the Arame Anas
Sheikh Atani no ono de yemfa ne say Anas no yusu Sheikh no ahyase no ai April no na Anas no ehia Sheikh Atani, which is April mo meka April Anas ne yemba hye no so nim date wa de ba Dubai obehia Sheikh Atani no
April there, and that is this year or last year?
2007.
2007. 17 or 7?
2017.
17.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And which is April 2017. And Anas Bishia Sheikh no. But Anas no one you know who Eddie and Chere Sheikh no.
I see.
Say on the Anas I remember yaw. Ekosi say and Tawanta will be bow montem. E was ska. Na say ska ye hu no. Oni say wani the choir and say Anas Sheikh no Sheikh ya kro ya Anas use no ediseti Cote d'Ivoire for Anas use no ediseti Sierra Leone for ministers for doctor for Cote d'Ivoire doctor for Anas kro ya side use no ediseti Nyankopon
Felix
Nyankopon Unibank, former Unibank CEO, or the setting up, or the setting Yantachi up. Sashik ye, a chassiano, Anas or Hein Shake, Shake ni obia, or no, infant say, Arab Nika say broker, obia or no, infant so no, on what tin baby, into only being come, let's say, Obi Canasam just so we do bit my ear, or Mema will see, Nejumano. To shake on free attorney because attorney no.
Oh really?
The when I make it on me can adibia minim and adibia mi huda. The men who any dear me ankasa my experience. Yes, I will be na me ankasa me kase my experience yankasa. Shake buy ebishia Tiger Eye for team no Dubai. Hotel now Mushian no besame the hotel no edin esi kakra for security reason but hotel no e wodera temeka Anas no obehu ba bia meka omo be shiai na nshi omo shia mo no Anas no handshake no e no che ne say sika sei na mede be ma mema sika sei enti meeting bia am no be bia no sika sei na metua ma enti shake na ye tini din shake no one shake no ono no Anas so high no wa high no otua ne ka good omo meeting course no shake no mu say Anas no yede abun kwase ya efri say sika bi ai say Anas de mano no Anas entua say sika na mano enti ema entawantawa bo muntam anka unia menemu kasagana for senka nye enipa bi na bam saa dana kadiati ane se Anas arema ya or Dubai cells so or prison.
Folks, what's the interview no? God. O say senye enipa bi na bam Anas yankopon amemu a ncha Aremeyaw Anas chom de ne betum wo Dubai police cells the way be see away part 1 hopefully nyame adomo be a Friday ya de part 2 ne beba now mejine fidie so na ya tonkra afre Anas Aremeyaw Anas say Aremeyaw ensemi ya kan so wo anu yie bia obetimi aba our doors are open, frontline doors are open. Ubetimi aba na eni wedi nkomo e wo saa nsem ya minim se wonim nipa o ka say yes I know why I employed this guy no but this guy got to, I mean somebody very close to you brought this guy to you to work with and we na no twitwa ticket the mawom including nipa omo free Ghana haircut like you know he knows what I'm talking of and is any person man identity but I remember your name no. And the best say our doors are open. Come, confirm this or ube deny. Yeah, doors are open. Me nye bibientia. Me nuano except so ye kasa wunti. Interview we. and some woman, and some way, and some are pally go, I remember on them 10 years, no mean can we. And you may be because of course tonight we are learning. The president has directed the Chief Justice, her ladyship, Gertrude Torkornoo, to step aside. I prefer use the word step aside if you like suspension, of course. Otherwise suspended. Yes, sir. On my penny say Chief Justice ontina from Kakrana so on pe baby and konkobutu. You suspended. Indeed, the president took these steps directed by the Constitution, Article 146, when petitions have been submitted in the removal of the Chief Justice. Now, President Anyadi Wekwasa, or ye also against the backdrop of say he fulfilled the constitutional article 146, and all the clauses in it empowers the president to take the steps. Now, petition President Kra Emma Chief Justice no Kra perhaps more than the stipulated period say on fire and non-respond 10 days and Chief Justice so the idea Baba Namsefo. Now, across the news wires, there are what I call avalanche of calls by the opposition New Patriotic Party on the media, calling on the media, the clergy, CSOs, etc., to mount pressure on the president to rescind his decision. And my question to the NPP is, why would you do this? The SCI is saying, Oshe Fitimandia breaking news, and of course this now remain a developing story. NPP for no ejina Ghana for media for any ye na ye konso say yenhwe president ne yeden onhwe na resending the decision na nioma ontwitwa so dien for henesen he enamne adeade. And I said, this is how these two parties, MPP, NDC, have reduced this country into depending who is in power. And on one hand, they want to draw all of us Ghanaians along this called their foolishness. And of course, on the opposite direction, we should support them in such their follies. Some people in our power. One person, adebi omo ya nyansa sebe nyansa enimu no. Yen na ye medi soni anu omo nko sa direction no. NDC in our power. Now NDC is telling all of us, Ghana for say, yen support in their quest to what? To exit the Chief Justice. Omo si yen na ye medi so, e no omo to say ede yemeboa. NPP opposition o, womo so pretty calling for yen help say yen so yemeboa wom. Media ne ka ho, clergy ka ho, CSOs ka ho, yemeboa na president ne yem pressure president no untwa nsem ni na so. Kwaku, I want to be charitable to these two parties tonight. Maybe I'll do this properly on Friday. But see, Oshe de omo ye nyina no a NPP na wo power say anombe ye no. NDC about power, wo must say ya. But then again, it begs the question, it's been how many years this trajectory seem incapable that it will change the trend the same as it is. 32 years. Check the records. Yeah. 32 years old. And as our party see me, no. One would say on my way, Ghana and Yekru, a your mind, one would on my way, I fast to say, ya, way no more. No way no more, I finding means ways. No more, Nippon, so moon penasama, no me, say, they are crashing it down. Way no so te no more steady Nippon, no more crash on us down. But you see, my Chief Justice, as somewhere that house is here, yen shana fenubi said, first, dear Benti, and a mammy Chief Justice, obetu anamonu 2 years, so nini kuneneba, etu kwine echo himfa. Now, Oshe the employment in benefits no more. What is it that the Chief Justice or entitled to? And you know more accuse the Chief Justice no. It's been done in many political circles 1 million plus 1 and still igusu yeah ABC MPP time ABC NDC time yeah ABC bow and yet these are the adverse findings against the Chief Justice and say because oh share no kwano sad no ye dey accuse the Chief Justice na dey and I make catch am say we've had 1 million more than what the Chief Justice has done oh but we are all quiet. Now the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament right now Speaker no his honorable right speaker can say Sumana Kingsford back then. How many times any speaker back then on any ma umetu kwabum how many times and in the household ebiesi peyana me say has it ever happened that speaker right honorable speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Backbane on any saying how many times na ni yenom etu kwan in the name of this republic public purse any edo mo efa asokoi or entitled Chief Justice no entitled and no entitled which one is which by the way should all of us be invited to this state of absurdity of this core political symbol? Take the media, take non-aligned movements like us out of this. Why not? Why do you have to invite all of us into this? Last week, Mekachom said, oh, to remove Chief Justice Ukrano and not to me Beye Kasa at the Tuhoma media no for 1 month near Gusu Kase and Kasa and Reda. And we ask them, this energy way, these two parties way, can they direct same energy toward the development of this country? Why must we spend time, energy, resources in the removal of the events of the Chief Justice or a Ghanaian officer who has misconducted himself or herself in office? Why? Why didn't I see wastes our time? No? Ghana penibi ayadebia just a hotochima wafumem nano e debe ntine see spend your time, your energy, resources the whole day from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 72 hours. Now, the media in Ghana continue to spend time on the removal of the Chief Justice. Now, Ghana developmental goals, the developmental agenda, plan, roadmap at the whole. No. Now, MPP for one day, if you cry, you see demonstration, NDC for one day. It's like the MPP is mounting, a political pushback, strong one. NDC funds also are ready to meet all of this avalanche of pressure and then resistive angles, boxes are, and then we are caught in this crossfire. And of course, Obeka said, it appears as our trajectory into this nation's democracy, NPP, NDC. It is not coming to an end anytime soon. Of course, the evidence is vividly clear that these two political organizations can help this country into its destination. And you do meet me, MPP and NDC, to me, for Ghana, and could reach our destination here, Papa. No. Womu say your me, womu amamoya for the MPP, NDC, me say, we are the enemies of this state. They cannot crash Ghana for. My two parties see, me say, woman, are the enemies of this state. ABS penyo. Share. Before Ghana walked down the aisle into several transitions of military coup, guess what? It was the Progress Party that was in power shortly after the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. Why not the caretaker of this country? Lieutenant General Kwesi Amankwa free for offense, Lieutenant General offense Kwesi Amankwa free force, whatever his name is. On an Omanishan is any in 1969. Any Equatoaba, Yetoaban when they win here, the Progress Party led by Buzia, any Akufu the ne papa do the Kufu, and the Ghana, Yebenya, this transition called the presidency, the prime minister, then is here. We move to Ghana. It's anytime you did country the best intellectuals in some, the intellectuals are a bunch of wicked, useless people who don't have any sense of reasoning. The fact that they've gone to school, they've learned whatnot, they are a bunch of useless, foolish people. All that they know is what? Seeking personal aggrandizement. And the things they do, and your mobile power, folks, it's unfathomable, very stupendous, beyond human reason. And you ask yourself, are these human beings? School. Professor Buzia, what did he say? Ya na breso and a Buzia be introduce you what you call dear bear. He moved Ghana to IMF to the extent that the Ghanaian cedi was reduced to 41%. It was there Buzia introduced what you call what? Apollo 567. What's it? Apollo 567. One of the biggest public sector retrenchments in the history of this country. And Ghana went on economic recession. And go see you. And why? A soldier for the TCMU. Lieutenant General Kwaku Agyapong, TCMU Pine, and the military coups started. And Buzia time was the Second Republic, all the way up to saying the Third Republic. Why Lehman, Rawlings, am I building another transition? No, as you know. Sir, intellectuals who Ghana. Many time Friday may analysis na mam. Well, intellectuals on 8 more or may. Wamuba and some phone and yoma and tasum nyansen nim. So janini ba yo bedi or main soon aye Kwaku Agyapong. The 7-year military rule of Kwaku Agyapong. Ma dare all your constitutional administration say, I dare all of you come near say who among this constitution were under the Fourth Republic. And obey my memo atutudia. Kwaku Agyapong, the 7-year rule of Kwaku Agyapong. I can decide to say and I will not end. And they, why from Kufuor to why who? Nobody comes anywhere near close. At least use agriculture Peru. He used agriculture to give this country a facelift. And I'm and you neya mu import rice over 1 million metric tons of rice importing, poultry importing, vegetables importing. No, and Nabres Kwaku Agyapong. Ghana was rather exporting game, food and fish to neighboring Nigeria, Guinea, and then to South Korea and Japan, and then Venezuela. And I think this two parties way, Ghanaians reason with me. Friday memo will build up here. We have to weed them out. Because they are wasting our time. They are moody spending way back. Say I can say Chief Justice Nifua, the next target or Namsono. Hey, wine. Your guess is as good as mine. Charlotte will say, so me Nifua, the predecessor no, but on that line or so. Mami Jean, you're ready.